Rocky Marciano is the only heavyweight boxing champion ever to retire without being defeated, with a perfect 49-0 record which included 43 knockouts. He started his professional boxing career in 1947 and reigned as champion from 1952 until his retirement in 1956. He ranks among boxing's greats, along with such notables as Muhammad Ali, Joe Louis, and Jack Dempsey. Rocky Marciano, born Rocco Francis Marchegiano on September 1, 1923, grew up in Brockton, Massachusetts, in a household of Italian immigrants. His father, Pierino, worked in a shoe factory, while his mother, Pasqualina, was a homemaker. As the oldest of 6 children, Rocky faced a challenging childhood, particularly after a serious bout of pneumonia at just 18 months old. From a young age, he spent countless hours at the James Edgar Playground, playing baseball and boxing with friends. Although he showed talent in sports, he struggled academically and dropped out of high school after the 10th grade. To support his family, he took various jobs, including working as a delivery man and a shoemaker. In 1943, Marciano was drafted into the Army during World War II. It was here that he began to develop his boxing skills to avoid kitchen duty. After serving in Wales and at Fort Lewis, Washington, he returned home determined to pursue a career in boxing. His hard work and dedication eventually led him to become the only heavyweight champion in boxing history to retire undefeated, with a remarkable record of 49 wins and no losses. Marciano's journey from a tough childhood to boxing legend is an example of his resilience and determination. In 1947, Rocky Marciano began his journey to greatness in boxing. He quickly gained recognition on the amateur circuit for his powerful yet unconventional fighting style. Realizing he needed professional guidance, Marciano changed managers to Al Weil, a well-known promoter from New York. This decision was crucial, as Weil introduced him to the legendary trainer Charlie Goldman. Goldman shaped Marciano's fighting style, helping him become a professional despite being shorter with a limited reach. Marciano's key strength was his punching power, which Goldman enhanced. Under his guidance, Marciano mastered crouching to dodge punches and delivering powerful blows while developing resilience to withstand punishment. With the help of Goldman and manager Al Weil, Marciano's career soared. He knocked out his first 16 opponents and remained undefeated by 1949, with over half his victories by knockout. A pivotal moment in Marciano's journey came on March 24, 1949, when he faced Roland Lastarza. The fight lasted 10 intense rounds and ended in a close decision, with Marciano emerging victorious. This win brought him national attention, especially after his dramatic fight with Carmine Vingo on December 20, 1949. In that match, Marciano delivered a powerful knockout that seriously injured Vingo, further solidifying his reputation as a dangerous contender in the heavyweight division. As Marciano's fame grew, so did his aspirations. He knew that a shot at the heavyweight championship was within reach, and he was determined to prove himself against the best in the sport. His relentless pursuit of victory and his ability to absorb punishment made him a standout fighter, setting the stage for his legendary career in boxing. Rocky Marciano married his childhood sweetheart, Barbara M. Cousins, on December 31, 1950. The couple welcomed a daughter, Mary Ann, and later adopted a son, Rocky Kevin. Shortly after their wedding, Marciano returned to the ring, continuing his ascent in the boxing world. He faced increasingly powerful opponents, including Red Lane, whom he knocked out in 6 rounds on July 12, 1951. Marciano's most significant challenge came on October 26, 1951, when he fought former world champion Joe Louis. Louis was one of Marciano's idols, but by this time he was at the end of his career while Marciano was in his prime, boasting 37 wins, including 32 by knockout. In a thrilling match, Marciano knocked Louis out in the 8th round after landing a powerful left hook followed by a right that sent his hero to the canvas. Reflecting on the moment, Marciano expressed mixed emotions, saying, "Imagine looking at Joe Louis lying there on the ropes. And I did it. I don't know if I'm happy about it." Overcome with emotion, he was seen crying in Louis' dressing room after the fight. This victory over Louis paved the way for Marciano's championship bout against Jersey Joe Walcott in Philadelphia on September 23, 1952. In spite of being knocked down in the first round and trailing on points, Marciano persevered and ultimately knocked out Walcott in the 13th round, claiming the heavyweight title and solidifying his place in boxing history. Rocky Marciano's victory over Jersey Joe Walcott on September 23, 1952, marked a Marciano's victory was the result of his constant efforts of greatness, and he wasted no time in establishing his domination as the new heavyweight champion. Historic moment, as he became the first white heavyweight champion since 1937. Over the next 3 years, Marciano would successfully defend his title 6 times, with each victory which shows his exceptional talent, power, and resolve. The first defense came on May 15, 1953, in a highly anticipated rematch with Walcott. Marciano left no doubt this time, delivering a devastating first-round knockout to retain his crown. Next up was a showdown with his old rival, Roland Lastarza, on September 24, 1953. Marciano's unrelenting pressure and punishing blows took a heavy toll on Lastarza, who was hospitalized for several days following the 11-round battle. Lastarza later admitted that he wished Marciano had simply knocked him out to end the punishment. Marciano's next challenger was former champion Ezzard Charles, a skilled boxer with a reputation for toughness. In their first meeting on June 17, 1954, Marciano emerged victorious after 15 grueling rounds, winning by decision. The rematch on September 17, 1954, proved to be even more challenging, as Charles opened a deep cut on Marciano's nose that had the ringside doctor considering stopping the fight. However, Marciano's indomitable spirit carried him through, and in the 8th round, he delivered a thunderous knockout to secure the victory. Throughout his title defenses, Marciano showcased the qualities that made him one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. His punching power was unparalleled, with 43 knockouts in 49 professional fights. But it was his relentless fighting style and ability to absorb punishment that truly set him apart. Each title defense has shown Marciano's determination, skill, and pure willpower, establishing his place as one of boxing's all-time greats. Marciano's next title fight was against Don Cockell on May 16, 1955. In spite of pressure from organized crime elements to throw the fight, Marciano won it in a knockout in the 9th round and moved on to what was to be his last title fight on September 21, 1955. The bout took place at Yankee Stadium, and it was the 3rd time he had defended his title there. His opponent was former light heavyweight champion Archie Moore. Marciano knocked him out in 9 rounds. The fight was witnessed by more than 400,000 people watching via the fairly new medium of television. Rocky Marciano retired from boxing in 1956 at the age of 31, finishing his career with an impressive record of 49 wins and no losses, including 43 knockouts. After years of intense training, he felt weary and wanted to spend more time with his family. Tensions had also risen between him and his manager, Al Weil, with their agreement requiring a 50-50 split of all earnings. Marciano was financially secure, having built a fortune of $4 million, and he didn't want to risk his legacy by fighting past his prime like many other champions had done. Although he was tempted to make a comeback in 1959, he ultimately decided against it after secretly training for a month. As the only heavyweight champion to retire undefeated, Marciano spent the next decade making personal appearances and enjoying his life outside the ring. Tragically, on August 31, 1969, just one day before his 46th birthday, he died in a plane crash in Iowa. He left behind his wife Barbara and their 2 children, Mary Ann and Rocco Kevin. Marciano is remembered not only for his incredible boxing record, but also for his determination and grit throughout his career.